What's good, everyone? This your boy JTL back with another one. Shit ain't looking too good. I'm just gonna tell y'all like that. Excuse my language, but shit is not looking too damn good. Y'all know what it is. Make sure you go ahead, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. More red pill, respectfully. Let's get into it.
Into this wine, cause Nikki ain't happy. All right, it's bunny time. Roll that audio, folks. Roll that audio. I'm like, my mouth is on the floor now. Because I was going to give him the benefit of the doubt that he was actually trying to do right. And then when he lied the other night saying, I've had sexual relations without having sex, and then the next day he pops up with the wife, yes, I slept with other women, and I'm not doing it no more. And then he brings her on camera to embarrass her. Like she's taking up for him. And then there's you.
Yes. I'm currently in between surgeries right now. So I'm just gonna, tell you as much as I can.
Okay, your sound is muffled. Yeah.
Okay, what about now?
That's perfect. Okay.
I am currently dealing with Derrick. I don't have social media. I don't follow bloggers on YouTube or anything. He reached out to me last night and said, if anyone contacts me, for me to hang up and block them. He said all of this was because of, he got into, he was supposed to do an interview with a blogger, and he declined the interview. And now this blogger is on a smear campaign. He never called out your name. He has blocked me on all social sites. When I say social, like platform, I mean like YouTube. I've never been able to find any of his videos unless they are uploaded by a third party. So, the video with the wife, I did not see that until I got on my sister's YouTube and pulled up his channel. And that's when I was like, okay, he must have blocked me from YouTube or whatever. So he never explained the situation. I had to go and look at all of your videos, look at, everything to find out what was going on. So I blocked him last night. He started to text me from a different phone number, and he just said, I need to speak with you. Allow me to explain this face to face with you. I'm not from Georgia, and so, he knew that. So he knew that I wasn't going to be digging into his background or anything. But if he wouldn't have called me, I would have never known about none of this.
Now you say, now the wife says that he's been straight and narrow for about 5 to 6 months, and that's when he first he just recently posted his wife on his social media this year for the first time. People didn't even know he was married, and so when I kind of,
no idea he was married either.
You didn't know he was married?
No.
Okay, so walk me from the beginning. What month did you guys meet?
We met October, 2 days before Halloween.
Okay, of 2020.
2020, yes.
This recent, okay. And so, what happened? Like, how did he approach you? Because this wasn't no DM situation. Normally, he's fucking his subscribers. So, this is different.
Yeah.
He met you in person.
I was walking into Lenox Mall, I guess. That's the name of it. I'm not from this area. Walking into Lenox Mall, and I was texting, and I heard him say, "Excuse me, ma'am." And when I turned around, he introduced himself as D. He didn't say, hey, it's me, Derrick, whatever. He just said, hey, this is D. And he was like, I seen you walking in, and, I think you're gorgeous, and I wanted to know, could I get your number, and, we talk and kind of build a friendship. And he was so polite. He was a gentleman, and I was like, sure. I gave him my phone number, and we began to talk. I can say probably, I've never been to his house. I've never been to a pen house or anything. He has always came to my home. If you look in all of his videos that he have uploaded, my front balcony is in the back of his video.
Does it have the white arches?
It's the White Orchid.
Shut the fuck up. Those are recent.
That's my home. Yes, that's my home. Me and him dealt with each other like it kind of moved fast. He would always come and visit me. He come to the hospital quite frequently to see me on my lunch breaks and whenever I'm between surgeries.
So you're a doctor.
Yes.
That's why you don't have social media. You got a bag.
That's correct. That's correct. So this kind of blew my mind. And when he spoke with me, the first thing he tried to say was that if a blogger contacts you, I want to protect, your medical license. So I don't want you in this frenzy with me. He told me that his wife and you knew each other. So this was a smear campaign towards him.
What?
So when I look online, you're sitting next to your wife on a video explaining that, you're not this person, and you're texting me an hour later after uploading this video saying, I'm going to explain this to you.
Wow.
This is just, it's crazy. So after I met him about a week later, he came to my home, and that's when we engaged, in sexual activity.
When was this, the other day?
No, this was when we first met.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, by the end of December, the end of November, early December, I found out I was pregnant. I told him, off top, I don't want any children right now. I'm 32 and I don't want kids right now. And he went through this emotional kind of thing as if he gave a fuck, but I'm pretty sure now that I'm looking, it was just an act, and he was just like, I don't want you to, terminate the pregnancy. I really want this. Let's talk. Let me come over there. Let's sit down and talk. So he came to my home and we talked. And he said, well, have you set an appointment? I told him no. Well, about 2 days later, I had already had an appointment. And I called him and told him. And he said, well, can you push it off for about another week? And I said, why? He said, because I want to make sure that this is what I want to do. So I said, okay. I said, well, this is what I want to do. So it's really not about what you want to do. So he just kept on going through well, you don't have any children. I'm trying to build a relationship with you. I don't want this to, to end like this. But I'd already had my mind made up that this was the end of it. I was not going to continue a pregnancy with someone I'm not with. I'm just actually dealing with, whenever I'm free, basically. So I pushed the appointment off for another week. And every day it was just a sob story about, I really want this. My wife's going to give me a divorce. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of her threatening to take, everything that I've worked for. And, everything was to vilify her. And you know how that goes when they do those stories. So I told him, so I never knew that they were in the same home together because, to my knowledge, he was living with his cousin and he was basically caught up in a legal battle with his wife who was supposed to be in Arkansas. So
I'm laughing at the lies. I am not laughing at you because you were brought.
I understand.
Yeah, you were brought into some real bullshit.
So when he reached out to me last night, his biggest fear was that I have cameras in my home. And I can prove that he was there, that, I can prove anything that needs to be proved. This is not just me just making up a bizarre story. So his whole thing was he was trying to get to my house last night to try to figure out my security system and where, what angles my cameras were pointing. So we looked, and he's passing by my house 4 or 5 times, slowing down, looking at my cameras.
Oh, wow.
So when I talked to him that are online, I guess he felt like, okay, I'll block her from YouTube, so she won't be able to see nothing. All I did was get on, my sister's phone and type in his name and everything popped up. So I asked him about the video with his wife. I said, so what's going on with that video? And he said, I'm just trying to save face right now. He was like, it has nothing to do with me and her being together. We're not together. She only came over there so that we can do this video together. And that was, and I told him, and he just kept saying, I need to talk to you face to face. I don't want to do the phone situation. So by that time, I had been blocked him again because I blocked him last night. But out of curiosity, I wanted to hear what he had to say.
And what did he say?
So I blocked him again. That was all that he said.
Okay.
I just need to talk face to face. He just kept saying, I need to speak with you face to face. I don't want to talk to you over the phone. I want to talk to you face to face. And I blocked his number when I hung up with him this morning. I blocked him again. And he began to text me from another number. And he said, hey, did you block me? And that's when I just went off on him. I was like, you lied about everything. And everything that I said, he just kept going back to, let me talk to you face to face.
Ooh. If I were you, I wouldn't meet him in your home, though.
No, not at all. Like, he can't even get through our gate anymore. That is just, it's crazy because he kept saying, well, I'm coming to your office to talk to you. And I'm like, no, we're not going to talk. I'm not about to be caught up in this, circus with you. Like, you created this and you're going to have to figure that out. But for him to say that this happened months ago maybe with the other two women.
Well, one was right after you. I don't know if y'all crossed paths, but one he was just with like a month before you met him.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even, and what's crazy? I didn't even know he had children.
You didn't see the car seat in the back?
No.
He got it in every video, child. He got the car seat in the back. Listen, nobody knew he was married. Nobody had seen the kids. Nobody knew anything until these women really came forward. And so...
Yeah, I had no idea.
Let me ask you something. You said when y'all first met... Go ahead. No. Go ahead.
So, I kind of... Around, the first month of me and him meeting, he would always tell me, oh, your perfume is always on my shirt. And my friend mother was there, and she said, oh, whatever perfume, the lady you were with had on smelled good. And so, that was kind of odd to me, because what mother be at, some 30-some-year-old child house just chilling? So I just kept, I kept that thought in the back of my head, and I brought it up to one of my friends. My friend was like, no, he had to be around another woman who smelled your perfume and called him out for it. But he would always say, because usually when, we would go out and have drinks or something like that, he would always say, oh, whatever perfume that you wear, it always follows me, basically. And then he got to the point where he was pressing, like, what kind of perfume do you wear? Like, what is it? Because I'm going to buy it for you. Well, he bought the Alien for me.
Oh, that's my favorite, too, girl. That Alien don't go nowhere.
It doesn't go anywhere. He bought it for me, but on the receipt, it was 2 gift boxes. So, evidently, he must have bought it for his wife, too.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So y'all would smell the same. And he could blame it on her. Derrick, Dirty Dick Jackson, action packing. Oh my God. Now let me ask you something. You said when y'all met, you know, of course you found him charming, but when y'all finally got a chance to meet up, y'all had sex 5 times that day.
Yeah.
Do you feel that he's a sex addict?
Oh, yes. I think that, cause he is the type that he wants there's nothing you can say that's going to stop him from coming to get you.
Oh, wow.
He has waited in the parking lot until after surgery for one of my patients. And that was like a 2.5-hour surgery. And we have had sex in his truck. And I think he is a setback.
Wow. Did you guys use protection?
After, I believe, probably a month, we didn't use protection.
Okay.
Probably sooner than that, like 2 weeks, probably.
When was the last time y'all had sex?
We had sex on Friday. You give me the date. Look at my period calendar. It was 1 second. I'm waiting on my calendar.
No, you good. You good.
I document all my interactions with him.
And I do want to tell you, because you are a practicing physician, I don't want your face, your name, nothing will hit the internet. Nothing. Because your job, I love my sisters that are doing big things like that, and I would never, ever come for you and what you're doing behind his ad. I would never do that to you or my kids. So, no.
And when I think you said that, that you had put it on your children, and I went through your channel. That was my first time going through your channel, and I was just she seemed like a stand-up woman. So I'm gonna call. I'm gonna give her. I'm gonna tell her what is going on, and I'll just wait and see. But thank you for that. That really, really helped.
No, I would never do that to you. And I get a lot of backlash for not revealing a lot of sources. The 2 women that came forward wanted it. They weren't, they didn't have anything to lose. So it's, that's why we did it that way. And so with you, like, this is just the icing on the cake. Like, you're a professional. I'm not even about to play those games. And so the receipts that you sent, and if you can send me that video of him walking around naked in your house.
I'm going to crop it where it's only showing him. It won't show my furniture and my art in my house.
Okay.
And I'm going to also, but I'll send you the whole video, and I just ask that you crop it where that nothing can be identified in my home.
Okay, I got you. And also, I'll send it to you so that you can approve it before it goes out.
Okay. I really appreciate it.
And you said
Derrick was on the 18th.
The 18th of March.
Last week, yeah.
Does he talk about God with you and him being a delivered and he submitted to God and being saved while he's with you?
He talks about self-control. He talks about, he doesn't go into, like, God. That's why it's so cringeworthy when I hear him saying, he's supposed to be in line with God and the whatever for God and God. Because he doesn't talk like that. Like, that's not him. That is something that he just picked up. Because usually, he's talking about investing, talking about money, he's talking about book signings and things. He have never came to me religious. This is a new Derrick.
Because his wife is so broken. She's been dealing with this for almost 14 years. If you go through her Instagram page, I'm going to send it to you. It's nothing but biblical scripture. So that's her language. Like, he understands her love language. Her love language is scripture. And so he's going to say whatever he has to say biblically to make her stay. I don't understand why he's keeping her there. Why he won't let her go.
He is like, first of all, he loves women with ass. Like, I'm a Jamaican American, so girl, I don't know why they be blowing their asses up now, because I be walking trying to get mine down. So he loves women with ass. Like, that's his thing. Like, if you are kind of like the Instagram model type looker, he is all for it. And when I went through her page, they are like the complete opposite. And it wasn't so much of, her personality doesn't fit him. Yeah. It's just, if you know him, he's larger than life. He's loud. He is just, this whole person versus, you know, having a, I guess you can say a quiet, meek, and humble woman. You know, and that's just crazy to me. Like, the video, she looked like she was afraid.
Yeah.
And
I'm like, why would you?
He's very aggressive. Like, he have not, I basically told him, a couple of days before Christmas that he had to leave because he was yelling in my house. And he grabbed me by my arm and was like, I'll leave when I get ready to leave. So I'm pretty sure if he roughhoused me or anyone else, you know, I'm pretty sure it's worse in their home.
Wow. And I mean, I guess this woman, like his wife, like she can't see what we can see. Like, you know, it's like, why? First of all, this is the first time he's introducing you to the world. He has millions of followers, and you get on camera looking like you just rolled out of bed.
Yeah.
You got acne on your face. That is a sign of stress.
But Derrick will talk down to you. He will talk down to you. He will say mean things to you if you don't look apart. That he feel like some days, you know, when I'm here, I have my hair pulled back, no makeup on or nothing like that because I'm, you know, in and out of the hospital. And he'll say something like, "Do something better with yourself. You know, look like the professional you are. You know, or."
He telling you, a doctor, somebody that actually did work to get where you are, to put on some makeup, make yourself look more professional.
Yeah, he will talk down to you. Like, I believe that was 2 weeks ago. I had a lash appointment, and I went on ahead and took off all of my lashes. And when he seen me, he said, "You don't even look the same." And I said, "What do you mean?" He was like, your nails need to be filled in. You need your lashes on, or whatever. He was like, like I'm gonna leave. I'll come back when you get yourself together.
Oh, that's my God.
Man, Derrick is like he will. And when I seen her, I can see his words affect her. And if he can tell that to someone he just met 5 months ago, imagine what he tells her.
Wow.
So that's who he is. Like, he is just that type of man that he will come down to you.
I cannot believe this. Oh my God.
Yeah.
And I said I don't know if you saw my last video, like what the last girl described him exposing himself, like you're a public figure. First of all, you're a man and you're just exposing yourself. That is sexual assault. Like, those are things you do not do.
Oh, he will pull off jacking off at your job. Oh yeah, that is him. I'm keeping it clean.
He will jack off at the hospital while you're performing surgeries. He will be out in the parking lot jacking off.
Yeah, sending you videos and everything, and yeah, like he has no shame of anything that he's going to. If he is involved with you, he views you as his property. You are his property, and you are. It doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't matter at all. I went back home around Christmas, and I fell asleep, and he was calling me Christmas night, probably like around 6, 7 o'clock. And by that time, I was already, knocked out of sleep, still, drinking with my family, and he called me 13 times. Then he began to send me messages like, what the fuck are you doing? If you're not being honest with me, then you need to stop fucking with me. You have never not answered your fucking phone till you got home. Don't make me come and, don't make me come and embarrass you in front of your family. Just crazy messages. So I woke up my calls. I said, hey, I was asleep. I'm like, what is all these messages about? And he was like, one moment. And I guess he walked outside and he was just like, don't fucking play on my emotions like that. You never not answer your phone for me or whatever. And he was like, get your ass back to fucking Georgia now. and it's crazy because I'm like sitting in my car looking around because I'm pretty sure that the moment that he can get here, he will get here and I will record his ass.
Can you send me, see, what I need is the last time y'all seen each other with the date, because I know sometimes the cameras have the dates, because I have the cameras too in my home. If you can leave it with the date on there and then the text message thread, and if he tries to call you, record that motherfucker for me, please.
I will.
Okay.
I will. That's no problem at all.
Okay.
And I will make sure I have another surgery in like 45 minutes and I'm done. So
or you know what you can do? You know what you can do, because you got me as no call, so it won't show up on him. Can you call him real quick 3-way right now and then just let him explain, because you know he gonna overtalk you anyway.
Yeah, and the thing is, it's gonna show up as a conference call.
It will?
On his phone. Yes, because we both have iPhones.
Damn.
It's going to show up as a conference.
Damn.
Yeah, but
okay.
What I can do is I'll go run into my office after my surgery, and I'll talk him from my office phone, and I'll have you on my cell phone.
Perfect. Thank you so much. And just I want you to ask him questions about, like, what was that about your wife? Like, what is going on? Like, I just saw that video. That is all I need right there. Because let me tell you, this nigga will lie until he is 6 feet under. He will lie.
Oh, yes. And that is just if he wouldn't have never called and said anything about a blogger, about anything, first of all, I don't follow celebrity gossip. So I would have never found it. I would have never seen it. You know, I don't have social media, so nothing that he do existed, you know, on any of my YouTube feeds. So until he called and he said it, and when he told me, I'm just like, what? And he was talking fast. He was just like, do not talk to any blogger. I'm like, well, why would a blogger contact me? And he's like paranoid. Like, he is like, they might have my phone records, my text history, or whatever. He's like, they can hack my iCloud, and, you know, just all type of things. And I said, okay, you know, no, like, I won't talk to anyone. And he was just like, because I don't want you losing your license over these fucking bloggers. And I said, why would I lose my license? I'm not, you know, married to you. Like, I'm just dealing with you. Like, you're my friend. Like, we have been through things before. And he was just like, don't answer the phone for no fucking body. And I just said, okay. So I was like, all right, no problem. So now I'm sitting down, just like, well, what the fuck is going on? Like, let me figure out what's going on. So when I looked it on my feed, I see other people talking about infidelity, he's married and whatever, you know. I'm like, what the hell is going on here? And then I come across your video. And he swears up and down that this is because I declined the interview. I said,
I've never asked him for an interview, ever.
I said, here's the thing. People decline interviews all day long. I said, I don't think it had. He said, but I criticized her. I criticized her work also. And I said, but that doesn't mean that she will come after you. Like, I didn't even know. He just told me that he's a motivational speaker. He speaks at events every now and then. He was like, well, and I also speak to the youth at my church. That's what he said. I never knew, like, he was doing short clips, videos and social media vids and whatever. All that shit that Derrick is talking about, that's not who he is, because he talks to you crazy, and that's just the bottom line too. He talks to you crazy. He criticizes any woman that has insecurities cannot deal with him. Because if you do, you will be just like his wife, sitting there lost and feeling like you owe him something. Because he will tell you in your face, like, if he done something for you, the first thing he'll tell you is like, well, I did this for you, and I done this, so you should be appreciative. Like, you should at least show me some type of respect. Yeah.
So what did he tell you about his wife? What did he tell you about his wife when you finally found out about her?
He told me, okay, so I finally found out about her around the time that I came up pregnant. Now, my understanding was, yes, they were married, but they had been separated for at least a year and a half, going on 2 years. It was hard for him to get in contact with her so he can serve her papers because he said she was in a different state in Arkansas. So he told me that she did not want to divorce because she was from a Christian home and divorce wasn't something that they didn't believe in. So her parents advised her to separate until basically further notice. So he said, I have moved on, like I'm over that shit with her, and that was just the ending to it. And he just said, I have no contact with her. Like, we don't talk, we don't text, we don't do nothing,
All right. Okay. So, for all of those who swear up and down, I'm sorry, ladies, but for those who swear up and down, Derrick Jackson was so freaking perfect. And people in the MGTOW and Redpill community are so crazy, even though we tell you what it is and how we feel, and we don't front, we don't lie to you, we don't gaslight you or anything. But he's so perfect. I'm going to just leave that right there. So y'all go ahead, like, share, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. We'll be back with another one.